All right, and we are live. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. We had a little bit of an absence here. We weren't on last week, but now we're on this week with the Indie Power Rankings Tag Team Top 5 reveal.
Indeed, thank you very much, David, as always, for producing.
Not a problem.
We got some plugs to go over first and foremost. Facebook.com/IndiePowerRankings. You can also search Indie Power Rankings for our Facebook group, where any independent wrestler can promote their merchandise, bookings, whatever. We got a Pro Wrestling Tees store. That is ProWrestlingTees.com/IndiePower. Our website and blog, where you can vote on the Tag Team Top 5 poll and get your favorite tag team onto the top 5. It's Indie Power Rankings IPR.wordpress.com. There's also Twitter at Indie Power Rankin minus the GS because of stupid character limits.
I thought it was GS for good savings.
Indeed. Instagram is at Indie Power Rankings. Alright, any plugs you'd like to throw out there for the Filling the Void Podcast Network while we're at it, David?
Yeah, I mean, you can always follow us on we're on Instagram now, Filling the Void PN, just up to date on whenever we're going on the air and what shows are coming up this week and for the day. I mean, today was already really busy. We had 4 shows go on, so that's a record for us, so that's great. Thank you all for your continued support, of course, of the Filling the Void Podcast Network. You can go on Twitter at Filling the Void P. You could also search us on Facebook, Filling the Void Podcast Network, and you can also listen to us broadcasting on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Player FM, and TuneIn Radio. Maybe someday iHeartRadio. Who knows? So yeah, that's really all the plugs that we got for the network right now. I think we're ready for the top 5.
Alright, real quick, to get it out of the way, I got some personal plugs too, obviously.
Right.
I am a musician, so to get them out of the way, Facebook.com at Archie Raps on Facebook, at Rap Archie Rap on Twitter, and then you can check out SoundCloud.com/RapArchieRap or search Archie for the people on YouTube. See some of my stuff there as well. Alright. Let us get started on the top 5 here. We're going to start off with the People's Champs. They are the Hoodrich Brothers.
Okay.
They have won the poll. I do not have the poll in front of me at this moment, so I cannot tell you by how much of a margin. But congratulations to the Hoodrich Brothers for becoming the People's Champs this week. Alright, now if this computer would stop being dumb, I could actually upload people's stats.
Okay. Let's see. I'm taking a look. I'm trying to take a look at the Tag Team Top 5, but it's not up just yet because it's still the
I know I'm looking for the poll, the People's Poll, because it has everybody's stats in it.
Okay.
There it is.
Alright.
Alright, 40 votes for Mike Cobb and Sean Hoodrich of the Hoodrich Brothers. They were unranked last week. Southern Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions defeated the Hooligans of Devin and Mason Cutter, 2-time number 1s in the Tag Team Yearly Top 50, and Super Over Baby Faces of P.D. St. Croix and Jeremy Flint on 6-9 to retain the titles.
Yep. Well, definitely good to have a victory over two-time number one Indie Power Rankings top 50 competitors. So it works in your favor to be doing that against, royalty, if you will, in the Indie Power Rankings.
Indeed. Also, I would like to announce number 5, which is the Brat Pack of Nick Berry and Mitch Waterman. The number 5 team, Brat Pack, was unranked last week, but now they are the new Melbourne City Wrestling Tag Team Champions. They defeated Ali and Jake Andrewartha. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And Mike Burr. And Fun Time Phil in a number 1 contenders match in Australia on the 10th of June. Then defeated the world's friendliest bastards of Lockie Hendricks and Cracker Jack the same day to go 2-0 for the week and win the Melbourne City Wrestling Tag Team Championship. So congratulations to the Australian tandem, the Brat Pack.
All right. That's what I like about the Indie Power Rankings too. It doesn't discriminate against where you're from, who you are. If if you're doing the work, you're going to be recognized for it, and that's pretty much what goes on here on a weekly basis. But another great example.
Indeed. Even if you're from a far-off land like Australia that doesn't normally get a lot of attention on the indie scene.
No, that's a shame. Yeah, and that's a shame because you look at people, well, especially the 2 women in NXT, Peyton Royce and I forget the other ones. Billy Kay. Yeah, they're both from Australia, and they just signed another couple of Australian indies too. So, I mean, there's stuff out there.
And you've got Australians in TM61, the tag team in NXT, and Buddy Murphy, also Australian.
Yep. So, I mean, there's talent out there. There's talent out there. I mean, I always say it at the end of my show, which is Open Mic Wrestling Night. You could listen to that tomorrow. Cheap plug. It's very important to go out and, support your local independent wrestling no matter where it is, who it is, because you never know who you're becoming a witness to. You know what I mean? So it's always good to just kind of keep an eye out on what's out there and keep your eyes open. The talent's there. You just have to look for it.
Agreed. All right. Number 4. Moving on. Is none other than the Speed of Sound.
Oops.
Speed of Sound, consisting of Tsutomu Usugi, a.k.a. Yapper Man number 1, and Hercules Senga, a.k.a. Yapper Man number 2.
Oh.
Unranked last week, and former number 1 at the Speed of Sound. They teamed with Tatsuhiko Yoshino at Big Japan on 6-5 to defeat Kazuki Hashimoto, Toshiyuki Sakuda, and Yuya Aoki. Then defeated the Brahman brothers of Brahman Kai and Brahman Shu on the 6th. Then, as Yapper Man number 1 and 2, defeated Australian Wolf and Tim Cade at Queensland Wrestling Alliance in Australia on the 10th to go 3-0 for the week. So congratulations to number 4, the Speed of Sound.
Do we have Shotgun on with us?
I believe.
Yep, he's right here.
Him to the conversation because he was saying he was coming on in a minute. I didn't know I was going to add him to the call just yet.
Yep, there he is.
But if he's with us, he's with us.
Give me a lot of time set up, but yeah.
Oh, that was my apologies. I must have hit the wrong button. But anyway, go ahead.
All right. Let me move on to number 3. Coming from Big Japan Pro Wrestling, the team of Abdullah Kobayashi and Ryuji Ito. They were unranked last week, but they teamed with Isami Kodaka at Big Japan on the 5th to defeat Masaya Takahashi, Takumi Tsukamoto, and Takayuki Ueke in a TLC match. Then Hikuleo Takahashi and Takuya Ueki in a light tubes match on the 9th, then defeated Takayuki Ueki and Toshiyuki Sakuda in a barbed wire board match on the 10th to go 3-0 for the week.
And for those who are fans.
Congratulations to all the deathmatch tandem.
Yeah.
Kobayashi and Ito. What the fuck?
I'm glad to see that Deathmatch Wrestling's on the top 5. By the way, is Masato Tanaka still wrestling for Big Japan?
I don't know. Last I heard he was in Noah, because he was teaming with Takeshi Sugiura, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure they're still doing that, because I think Sugiura joined Suzuki-gun for a while. Can't remember.
You're more... Go ahead.
Far less happy to see that deathmatch wrestling is still around.
It's Japan.
Yeah, but it's also bigger than ever in the States. I mean, that's just an opinion, but I think it's much bigger than ever in the States.
That's not a good thing.
Well, hey, maybe we can save that for after the tag team top 5 since we don't actually have anything else to talk about.
Got it. Go ahead.
But moving right along to number 2, since we're almost done. Le Tabernacle team of Matthew St. Jacques and Thomas Dubois were unranked last week, but now they are number 2 on the tag team top 5. They are the Combat Revolution Wrestling and International Wrestling Syndicate Tag Team Champions. They defeated Bucks Belmar and Sexy Eddie at CRW on the 9th to retain the titles. Then defeated Halal Beefcake of Idris Abraham and Joe Coleman at Smash on the 11th to go 2-0 for the week. Congratulations to the number 2 team, Le Tabernacle team.
Okay. You there, Cody?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Number 1.
That can be edited out, right?
Maybe.
The tag team top 5 is the Kraken of Chip Day and Murder One. They were unranked last week, but they defeated a very familiar tag team, the Ugly Ducklings of Lance Luger and Rob Killjoy, and the besties in the world of Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett at Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment on the 9th in the first round. Then defeated IndyCar Mafia of Eric Eminem and Thomas Brewington on the 10th in the semifinals. Then defeated the Submission Squad of Evan Jalistico and Gary J in the finals the same day to win the Bobby and Stan's Most Excellent Tag Tournament 2 and go 3-0 for the week. Congratulations to the second ever winner of the Bobby and Stan's Most Excellent Tag Tournament, the Kraken, and the number 1 ranked team this week on the tag team top 5.
Release the Kraken.
Indeed. I gotta give Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment points for the Midnight Express themed tournament. Big shout out to them. Awesome stuff. But anyway, so it seems I touched on a nerve earlier reading the tag team top